We cannot use that for the cold open.
Why not?
We can't.
Why not? It'll just
We're
be the
going.
one time. Just one
Can't use
time.
that.
We can't ever have any fun around here.
No.
We like to have fun here.
Welcome to the Board Game Snobs Podcast. Critically harsh reviews with a touch of class.
And go.
We like to have fun here all the time.
I do like to.
You like to buzzkill us.
I know.
Captain,
There's a bunch of gold that we made
Commander,
on this.
If I was a
Lieutenant
Toy Story
Buzz
character, I'd be
Lightyear.
Buzzkill Lightyear.
buzzkill.
Gee.
I went.
I
I was
already
going
made
there
that
the
joke.
same
I already
time.
made that
We were.
joke.
You went there, but I was creating the context for it.
I don't. Oh my goodness.
What's that
gracious.
context? I'm a context
You
guy.
don't even have. You just say.
Where are we at right now?
Just
I need
say
context. We're still at
words.
Jerry's house.
Just say words.
Oh wait, that tells me that that's like they know we record more episodes. This is the very next week after previous.
No, we
episode.
record. We batch record. When things happen,
Batch it.
we batch it.
You got to batch it.
There's nothing wrong with it. Batch it and crank. You know what I'm saying?
You got to.
Ricky didn't even look up.
I didn't.
He didn't even know about Ratchet and Crank.
Oh, what about Ratchet and Clank?
I knew that.
He said batch it and crank.
because it's one of his other. I'm making puns, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm making puns. I love puns, but I like
I liked Batch Adams.
that was an overrated show to me.
It was that was Robin Williams trying super hard to be dramatic. A legit question. I wonder how many female designers there are.
Well, you can look that up on VGG, and I did one time, and so it would depend on what you go by.
I'm sure it's a staggering imbalance.
Well, duh. I mean, that's
So then for you to ask that question of like, who's your favorite? I mean, there's only a few that are well known.
Elizabeth Hargrave
That's
because she did Birdspan.
big fan, are you?
big fan of Birdspan. I like the Birdspan.
You know what's weird is I remember her
I
other
like Alan Greenspan and the Dragon Span.
So quick. Did she design the follow-ups like Finspan,
No,
Wormspan?
no,
Those are people
no.
taking her
People like
Design
they're
and just-
rifting on it.
okay.
Remix.
Losers.
Riffing. There's no T.
What I say?
Rifting.
Rifting. It's not
Rifting
rifting.
is like a rift in space, like a
riffing.
tear.
It's riffing.
Riffing.
Roofing. could be
Riffing like on a
both when you're
guitar.
fixing.
When you're
seal-
riffing on a guitar,
Mhm.
it's like you're just kind of like. I think it's kind of like you just. I don't really know because I'm not a music guy.
You make a noise. Yeah, I got you.
Would you rather?
I like that you did the air guitar for us. This is a podcast. This is a non-visual.
I seriously have thought about this so many times, and we did, a couple of video podcasts
Wouldn't do it again.
with Uncle Jeff,
Tom.
and, we did Tom,
Tom was with us, my friend. Tom.
and me and Dan have done a few, maybe one
Who?
video podcast.
Dan who?
My man Dan,
Mm.
I miss you, Dan.
Rumor has it. Don't repeat this.
He's making a game.
That no.
Oh,
That first off, I'm not even sure he plays board games.
he's retired.
He's not very good at board games. I hear he sucks at Ark Nova. Like Ark Nova, the game that nobody should play because it's a long, boring zoo game. Apparently, he
Terraforming
gets beat
Zoos.
pretty bad playing Ark Nova on a regular basis. Just saying. That's the rumor.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it. I wouldn't say bad things about people that aren't here to defend themselves, but this is how it goes. Anyways, next. Ricky, are you okay?
He's doing some weird
I'm good.
faces.
Your beard is getting your lack of general grooming.
I know.
Stand at attention, Private.
Admiral
This is
grooming.
general grooming.
that's an old.
As long as you don't try
I
to
think-
shave me again.
I think Friends used to do that joke. Somebody used to do that joke, but like they'd say General something, and they would be like, "No, you should be Admiral, like Admiral Grooming instead of General Grooming."
It makes no sense. It's not funny.
Are generals in the Navy?
No,
because
they're not.
Admiral's naval.
That's not fun. That's why
Like
it
a
doesn't
belly
make any
button.
sense.
So then it should be. What's higher than a general?
There isn't. And-
It's the top. So
Yeah.
it's the equivalent to an admiral.
Yes. So there is a rear admiral. There's actually
A
two
rare?
rear. REAR.
They take up the
rear.
back.
Exactly. There's two types: an upper and lowercase rear admiral. A
There's one in the front, one in the rear.
Correct.
Interesting.
Followed by a vice admiral, than just admiral.
He drinks all the time, does drugs.
So vice is always the secondary.
Oh,
And so
gambles.
and so in the hierarchy of like those are the 1, 2, 3, 4 starred. In the Army, you have the 1-star brigadier general,
Mm-hmm.
then followed by the 2-star major general, which often throws people off because the 3-star lieutenant general. And reason that throws everybody off is that everybody thinks about a major is higher than a lieutenant. So it's weird that the general would be a major general,
Right.
and the one above it would be a lieutenant general. And that was because historically, the highest enlisted rank was sergeant major. And so back in the day, it was a sergeant major general followed by a lieutenant general, the first rank of an officer. They dropped the sergeant part because it was confusing. And so that's why the ranks are kind of reversed.
What do you mean highest enlisted rank?
Okay, so there's 3 different types of ranks in your general military. There is the enlisted, and there's the officers, which are those are the 2 main ones. There's also such a thing called warrant officers, which everybody has come into their lexicon here recently because one just got awarded the Medal of Honor. He was a chief warrant officer. So warrant officers are highly trained specialists in one area. And so they start off with like a junior warrant officer. They just have 5 ranks, junior, and then they just go all the way up to master chief. So you have your junior, your warrant officer, senior warrant officer, chief warrant officer, master chief warrant officer. And so these guys are very, very rare because all they focus on is one thing.
War.
No.
Oh, no?
No.
Warrants for your arrest.
No. They have a warrant, not a commission, that they have a specialty that is so highly trained that they focus on that and are able to train others in doing, such as helicopter pilots. They do one thing and they do it very, 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 very well. And that is their thing, whatever it is. So enlisted men, which are your privates, private first class, corporals, so forth. Correct. Your sergeants, those are all the enlisted men that do not have a officer's commission. There are such a things called
What's the very bottom officer?
A lieutenant's second lieutenant.
So it's sergeant major. What's the top enlisted?
Sergeant major.
So sergeant major.
Actually,
are you sergeant major before you make second lieutenant?
No. You typically enlisted men don't.
So there's no jump?
No, you are enlisted and you stay enlisted.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why there's a very big distinction between enlisted soldiers and the officers. So typically, an officer will have be a college degree. They'll have like a 4-year college degree.
Oh, enlisted is just basics.
Yeah. And you can have you can have all sorts of college degrees and be an enlisted person, but they don't go through this other training. They're more of like generalists.
So by training, do you mean the whatever?
You have to be selected for officer
whatever
corps.
they're in division they're in, that they decide to train you?
Yes, you're at a certain level. You want to go to officer school. You want to meet whatever requirements that they have and go for that. So like there's a second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, major, lieutenant colonel, and then all the generals.
Do you learn all this because of your dad?
Yes, you have to know that. And so a lot like you don't understand. They don't go by like if you're talking to somebody who's in the military. Most of the time, they will not just refer to their rank. They'll refer to their pay grade. They're like, I'm an E4, I'm an E5, I'm an E6, whatever. And that's the actual pay grades. Whereas most officers don't do that. Officers won't say, I'm an O3. They'll say, I'm a captain. And so each individual, when you enlist, you start off as a private first class. There's a specialty area where you can become a specialist, then corporal, sergeant, staff sergeant, sergeant first class. Then you have like a spread there where you have both the master sergeant and first sergeant, followed up by the sergeant major, and there's even a specialty one that's a command sergeant major, and there's also a very special position that is held by only one enlisted individual called the sergeant major of the Army, who is the one guy who is the head guy over all enlisted people. So yeah, I have a intense knowledge of not only modern Army ranks and medals and positions, but also previous historical ranks, because that was like my dad's obsession, and it became my obsession. And so yes, the various hierarchy of how things are organized, the companies, the platoons, all that mess, which makes watching any type of military show completely insane.
Difficult.
Yes.
Because they get it wrong.
It drives me insane. So yes, I just feel like I went on a rant there for a moment. I'm sorry.
No, I still don't, because you rattled them all off very quickly, but I didn't realize the distinction there between enlisted and officer.
So like the Air Force tried to recruit me back in the day because I was a paramedic, was going to nursing school, had a college degree. And they offered for me to go into either the parajumpers, which are the special forces of the Air Force. They're the guys that parajumpers are a very elite force of the special forces, but very rare because they have like some of the longest training, like 2 years worth. And they're the guys that like when an aircraft would go down, they're the guys that they send in to call in airstrikes or to come get stuff. Anyways, so you had the parajumpers, and also you had the commissioned force that was like the nurses and all that. And so they were offering for me to come into the Air Force as a first lieutenant and all this mess, sign up, all that junk. Because that's what they do. They come to colleges and try to find people that, hey, you got all these student loans, join the military and we'll pay for it type thing.
So was the 101st?
Oh, man, goodness.
Is that were they parajumpers?
Yes, paratroopers, yes.
So
World War II, the 101st Airborne.
The 101st, so those
and
numbers,
the 82nd,
like,
yes.
is the 101st exist no more?
No, they very
still
much exist. They are the...
So they keep that. It's not like they go to 102nd, 103rd, 104th. They just keep rattling off.
No. Those are actually units that are made. So like you have... Okay, so back in World War I, when the British and everybody wanted to get everybody to come and like you join the army and we're going to go off and fight. They had this bright idea to say, everybody from this village, all the men come fight and you can fight with all your buddies. And so they all joined up and you would be the whatever groups from this town in Worcestershire or whatever. Problem was these guys were going into World War I. They'd all get into trench and they'd all die and an entire town of men would be dead and then thus widowed. So this idea of having groups of like the 1st Infantry and the 27th Infantry and the 22nd Foot, whatever type of nomenclature they were using at the time became the thing. So like the 82nd Airborne, those guys exist to this day.
Well.
Yes, because they were one of the more famous airbornes. And so this group, they just give them a number that just has no real meaning other than it's just the number to help you understand what it is. And then there it is. So it doesn't go away. Like very famously, they activate certain ones. And sometimes certain units get wiped out. Very famously, the 4th Marine Unit, which took place, everybody remembers Pearl Harbor. What they don't realize is that the 4th Marines were positioned, I believe, over in the Philippines, and they got surrounded at the same time as Pearl Harbor. And very famously, their general surrendered to the Japanese. And I forget how many thousands of Marines. And that was like it's like a terrible thing. You don't do that. And they burned their flags and their colors so they would not be captured or taken because it was like a disgraceful thing. And they were all captured and eventually some of them come out of the POW camps. But anyways, that history of that unit lives on. And so like years later, they would be reactivated and regrouped and all that. So like each Army unit has a history, and the 101st Airborne is like to this day, like one of that because of World War II.
The Screaming Eagles.
Yes, the Screaming Eagles. 82nd Airborne is that. Yeah.
What about if I mention the 501st Legion?
That's Enrique's favorite Stormtrooper Legion. Enrique rakes up.
Fantastic.
Yes, yeah, that's
Fantastic
that's see, he's all about the 500. My dad.
Were they the ones that killed the Jedi? Was that the Legion?
Like,
Were they?
well, it was like, it was.
I don't think you know.
No, just give me a moment. I'm waking up.
And okay, so this entire time, while Jerry is passionately talking about this, I can see the passion in Jerry's eyes talking about this. And when I see that, it interests me because I like when people talk about their passions. Enrique's literally falling asleep in his chair.
I am.
And so when I mentioned 501st, he suddenly wakes up.
I had to. But I think that was mainly like Anakin's Legion. He was...
It says Vader's Fist, an elite stormtrooper legion under the command of Vader during the Imperial era.
Because there was like a lot of different legions. It wasn't just all 501st.
So it wasn't necessarily the one that was around.
I annihilated them all, yeah.
Well, no, because when they killed all the Jedi... No, yeah, that would have been Vader. Yeah.
Because when Anakin went to the temple, he
killed all the children's.
Yeah. 501st killed all the children.
That's true.
For the most part in the temple, but it wasn't necessarily just the 501st that killed all all of them.
Yeah, my dad was in the 199th Cotton Ballers.
Cotton Ball.
The Cotton Ballers, yes.
Is that a
Vietnam.
sniper battalion?
No, they don't have sniper battalions.
What do
Yours-
they have?
It's just a light infantry battalion. You have snipers
So-
attached to.
So this light infantry. Do you have like? Do you have like? Okay, you're the machine gunners. You're the snipers. You're the rocket launchers.
Yes, like classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you have that. Well, and each like the Marines and Army, each are different in what they do and what
Yeah.
they have and how their platoons and units.
Okay, so
are
I see this all the
organized.
time. Who is the like when you need something done, you send in the like, and they're like the most elite killers, basically.
Oh, okay. So you like tier 1 guys.
Yes.
That's you don't what it,
Is that like the Rangers,
no. Well,
Delta Force?
basically there is a that's that's highly controversial, but in terms of military type stuff, this is very boring, I know.
No, I love it. I was listening to another. Anyway, go ahead.
But like the Navy SEALs have been one that everybody has talked about for quite some
I would join the
times.
Navy Walruses.
Well, the Navy SEAls have been they're supposed to be quiet
a good
professionals,
one.
and that wasn't very good.
It was okay.
That does not get my seal of approval. They have everybody's right.
I remember Charlie Sheen. Yes.
No. I'm talking about the podcasters. Now, every Navy SEAL has a podcast now,
No.
and they all talk about all the stuff.
SEAL
that they
Team 6 killed
Yes.
Obama.
No.
Who'd they kill?
You said Obama.
Osama.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to say they killed him. Not Obama. I'm about you about to go.
Oh, that's not true.
That's pretty good.
That's my Osama
That's pretty
imitation.
good. Oh my goodness.
Here's my Osama
The
imitation.
frogmen. That's what they call the Navy SEAls, the frogmen.
Oh, yeah.
But no, but
So growing up, it was like you always heard about. You have your Green Berets, your Delta Force, your Army Rangers.
well, Delta Force wasn't really known about until Chuck Norris made them known about, and then they
course.
were not really. This like early '90s before anybody knew about
they
it.
were in Black Hawk Down.
But Delta Force is kind of like the guys, the Death Brew guys.
It's not that I, by any means, ever would wish to have to deal with that type of life, but to just have a skill set you're really good at.
Like baking.
Like if
I wish I could really could make sourdough really well.
be the Delta Force of
Delta
podcast.
Force of podcast. I'm the Delta. Who's the Delta Force of board game? Who's that one guy that can do that? The one thing. Very, very. That's
I mean, like you are elite at it.
You're that guy. Well, here's the thing. I love talking to people who are on a different level. And everybody knows I play on BGA. And we'll get this hard merges back to board games. But I played It's a Wonderful World an awful lot. And I had the pleasure of playing against the number 1 ranked player numerous times.
Wow.
I've beat him several times.
Look at you,
But
Delta Jerry.
But every time I beat him, I realized that it was by the skin of my teeth. This guy's on a different level.
Mhm.
He put out YouTube videos of explaining why each card was good and why it wasn't, and he ranked them. He did one of those, this is S tier, this is A tier.
Wow.
And I listened to him talk and realized, oh, this guy, he's on a different level.
Mhm.
And he consistently, every season of BGA, he ranks in the arena as like number 1. And every time I play him often, you just get thrown into a game.
You know his username?
Yes, I do. I'm not going to say it.
You're not gonna say it?
No, I'm not going to say it.
It's not like doxing him or nothing.
No, it's just if you want to know, you'll know.
Okay.
But it's one of these things that he's kind of like the
Something.
Magnuson of like chess playing. Like you just know this guy's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I find that interesting to hear somebody talk about an odd thing, like who would be
With
so
like obsessive passion.
so good at this one board game.
Yeah. I
But-
wish I was like
But it's like he understood it. And I think that is something that the designers, I've often wondered, because you'll see things where designers will make something. We have this weird understanding of art or games or whatever, that if somebody makes this game, they made it, they must be good at it. And that's rarely the case. Like Martin Wallace is not the best brass player.
Mhm. There's going to be some guy that nerded out to it and is doing
Right.
what you're talking about.
That understands it and can see it. And so it's interesting how some people can design something that will tap into another person's psyche, so to speak. It's like you're able to make a game The guy who invented basketball ain't
Mhm.
ain't Michael Jordan.
Mhm.
Like, you come up with this thing and somebody else goes, oh, that's my jam. I can do that. And off they go with it.
I would like to find that for me.
All you gotta do is find one thing you like.
I like lots of things.
Drink.
There's something.
You are the Delta
the
Force
Delta
of the
Force of
Delta
whiskey.
Force of whiskey. You think you're good? In a world where sobriety is overtaking all the youth,
Delta Force.
alcohol sales are down. Who do we send? Give the man with the jaundice eyes.
I'll take the burden of bourbon.
Give me 4 fingers of freedom.
Oh, that's a good.
Oh, goodness, I'm sorry.
that's-
What's his call sign? Wild Turkey. Come in, Wild.
Oh,
What man? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you're good.
I'm sorry.
You're quick.
It's
You're
killing-
quick right now.
It's killing me.
I'm loving it.
Oh.
Jerry cracked a joke earlier today. That
What?
it's not even a joke. It was literally just an insult.
It didn't mean to be that mean.
And it was okay. So for one, we were talking about the Tourette's thing that happened at the Baptist.
Absolutely. Don't get me started on that again.
Jerry says like he thinks he's got a bit of Tourette's because we played Rococo, which we're fixing to discuss. Boom, hard merge.
Classic.
Enrique lost, and he
Yeah.
and
He's
afterwards.
very depressed.
This isn't going to be fun. This isn't going to be fun. It's one of these things you had to be there. But so he lost the game, and we're taking up scores, and we're like, I told Enrique, you went the path that I did the first time we played at the Dice Tower Retreat with Dan Hughes, our friend.
Love Dan. Not a good arc player.
And he lost. Enrique did, as I lost very badly the time I played, doing the decorations path. And Enrique says, "It's fine. It's
It's all
okay. It's
right.
fine. It's all
It's
right.
great.
Like basically, don't worry about it." And Jerry says, "No, it's not fine. You lost, and you're humiliated." But it was just the tone and everything in which he said that. Like
It was
Enrique was
perfect.
covering up his humiliation by saying it's fine, which people do.
do that, don't they?
That's fine. I'm not worried about it, man.
We'll come back.
No, you're humiliated.
We'll come back
Uh,
next year.
And it hit me, and I was in tears, crying and laughing, and it was an amazing.
It always cracks me up.
But you were talking about it because then we were talking about the BAFTA Tourette's thing, and you're like, sometimes I think I have Tourette's because literally just stuff just comes out and I can't stop it.
It always cracks me up when there's a football game and somebody loses, like the Super Bowl, and then they have that press conference and they sit them out and be like, "So what happened?" And then they have to sit there and be like, "Well, we didn't play our best." For instance, I feel so sorry for those people because you are playing at such a level, but at some point in time, you have to be relieved. It's over. Whether you won or lost, yes, you're disappointed. You're about to go out and face a bunch of reporters that are going to ask you stupid questions. It's so stupid to ask that, to come out and, well, why did you lose? Well, because they played better.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And nothing they say is going to, it's not something that's been said a million times
I
before.
would love
They scored more points than we
if
did.
I lost the Super Bowl and come out there and to be like, "What? Did y'all see that?" I would come out, "Good God, did you see what happened?" I would just lean into it, and be like, "Man, that was like awesome." Just blow it out of proportion. Don't be like, "Well, next year I felt like I left our team down, and our coach
this time,
Our
boys.
coach, I feel like next year our fans and our coach. No, just it's
No.
fine. We don't care. There'll be nobody. I don't even remember the Super Bowl from last year. It'll be fine. Somebody has to lose. That's the thing.
This time it was Enrique.
This time it was Enrique.
Which
And
is
I
fine.
won, surprisingly.
No, I knew you was going
Because
to win.
you won the one we played with Dan.
I made a very sharp mistake in the game because I was confused by certain aspects of the scoring that halfway through I realized, hand me that box of Rococo. I'm going to call somebody out real fast. I'm going to do some calling out. So, and this is a nice topic. So I have the old Eagle Games version of Rococo. I did not buy the $110 version of board games of board games for Coco because I'm cheap and I'm trying to be frugal, and I realize that it's kind of the same board.
Mhm.
Now I real that I have played more games of the deluxe edition of it, and so yeah, the deluxe edition is very much better. Like I like the board better.
Very much.
It is very much better. Enrique, did you throw the little sticker away that was in here? The little note.
No.
The sticky note? No, it's in
That
there.
love note. Let me read you this love note.
I
First
think you
off,
already did that.
It's
no, here
in
it
there.
is.
Oh, no,
Here it is.
yeah.
No, I'm just going to call it out again. Do you know my shock when I traded for this game? That what I get is a business card and a hand.
Did we use the expansion?
We did not use the
Okay.
expansion. I did not want to. A handwritten note from, how do you say this guy's name? Rick Sued?
Sued.
He wrote this note on a
Or
sticky.
Sued.
I put the sticky note in the game. Hi, Jerry. First off, let me just address this point
Oh.
right here. Hi, Jerry. He didn't say, hey, Jerry. He said, hi. I find that very fascinating because I always say, hey. When's
Hi,
the
Jerry.
last time you said someone said, hi?
Hi.
Here's an extra holiday treat for you. Musketeers is a game we have enjoyed for years. I own Eagle
Hi
Griffin.
is kind of childlike. Hi.
Wow.
No, I don't mean it as an insult. I
I
mean,
think,
like
yeah.
innocence wise.
Rick feels insulted. I'm insulted on behalf of Rick.
I hope he doesn't sue to me.
I hope Rick does tell you. I own.
Rick.
He owns Eagle Griffin Games.
EGG.
We've published a few years ago. This is a few. I hope you enjoy.
You want me to read it? You did this last
Happy
time.
New Year's. I'm just
Let me
saying.
read it.
No, I just read it.
Let me hold it. Let me-
No, you're not
I wanna
touching my
touch
note.
it.
This is my note from Rick.
Okay.
Me and Rick are friends now.
Have you messaged him back?
No, I haven't. But I'm gonna send him this email.
Return
This pub
Return to Zumba.
because I got to play Musketeers. But that was just so nice of Rick.
He's a nice fellow.
Rick
maybe.
don't even know me.
Rick don't know
Rick
you.
does not know that I am a powerful podcaster in the board game realm. I can make or break Eagle Griffin Games. No, not really.
With a scathing
But for
review,
$4,500,
Oh,
me and Quackalope could do a
Quack,
review.
quack.
Oh,
How dare you?
Oh,
Wow.
that's
no, maybe
hilarious.
Quack's going to sue us now.
oh, please. He's
What's he gonna
over.
take?
He's
Is he
over
going to
it.
take our $75 Patreon money?
He's over it.
Hey, also, speaking of
We
which,
love that Patreon money.
if you would love to donate a little bit more. So I was wondering,
so,
if-
so as I was wondering,
if we were to do something on Patreon
like what?
to increase donations.
Oh, we ain't that. No, there's nobody. People can't. No,
Now, it's the board game community. They got a few.
nobody got money.
Dukeless.
Everybody's broke.
But I mean, if
I'm
we were
broke.
to increase donations, like you've been posting videos on
Which-
Patreon.
I really enjoy doing that.
Well, I was just wondering, is
They're not
like,
any good,
but
but I
I-
enjoy
but-
doing it.
I think what the vast majority of people do that are good at Patreoning is they do this behind the paywall stuff.
I hate that.
I know
feel-
it's kind
I
of
feel
elitist.
dirty doing that. I
It's
don't
kind of
wanna do
elitist.
Well, here's the thing. Here's an
But
first,
I would do it.
but here's the deal.
I would take that brain dead body and harvest those organs.
Well, here's the deal.
Oregon Trail.
There's absolutely nothing. Donner Party. There is nothing. There's nothing that we could
Hey,
do.
Superman was good.
There's nothing that we do that's worth any money.
Richard. We got so many links going on here.
There's not. There's nothing that we do is worth any money. And so the fact that we even have a Patreon, that people give us money,
I
I'm
was
like,
really
I'm-
hoping you'd make that. When I said links,
I know. Link letter. Richard.
No,
I didn't hear you.
the video game.
Zelda?
Zelda.
I knew that. Oh,
Okay.
that's what I thought, but it wasn't.
Zelda Force.
It's not that funny. It's not that Zelda.
We need a Zelda
It was the
Force.
Triforce. See, you're getting it wrong. You're making me mad. You're making me mad. Either way, there's nothing we do that's worth any money. But also,
I know that, and we appreciate truly those that are still hanging in there.
hang in there.
It's like when we fired it off, like several people joined, and they've kind of just trickled off through the ages, as I completely understand.
Here's the thing, though.
All right.
Here's the thing here's how I feel about this. Number one, what were we talking about? that number two.
Skip it, move to number two.
Let's skip to number two. That never wasn't lit. That wasn't that creative an idea.
Get back to number one.
But here's what we could do. Our Facebook group is private, so people can't find us
And
unless
also-
it's public.
I think Facebook, like the interactions on Facebook are just dead.
No, they're not.
There's very few people that interact on Facebook.
Yeah, they do.
Our Discord is lit.
Well, people interact
Our
on
Discord is lit. Facebook is
Facebook.
dead.
But it's because I'm not in Discord. If I was in
Bruno
Discord,
still posts on Facebook.
I'd end up.
He's like the only guy.
I post on Facebook. I don't go to Discord. I need to go to Discord.
I know.
Don't shame me. But here's my point: is that if you have a public Facebook group, more people see what gets posted. They end up coming to it. It being private, people have to find it. So that's why I've always liked to having it closed, because you just don't have a bunch of rando people coming in.
I don't want it open.
That's always been the case. But that restricts the amount of people that come in. Also, we don't advertise. We don't do anything. We don't do anything to bolster the podcast, because really,
rate and review.
Yeah, well, I don't even
smash that like and subscribe.
Well, that doesn't work either. Like, I'm talking about actually advertising, doing stuff.
I know.
It's not something that I want to put any effort into, except I would like.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to get nominated for and win the BGG.
You want the BGG?
I want the gold.
Well, then you better start talking about it. We're about to get there.
Well, I'm just saying it would be nice, but there's so many other people that whenever the nominations come out, I go, oh yeah,
they're way better than us.
These people actually
they talk about board games.
This means something to these people. This doesn't mean anything to me other than the fact that I just wanted just for this fact that I can say that I have it.
It'd be a nice little medal in your pocket.
Mm-hmm. I'm afraid I'd get drunk with power. I'd end up using I'd end up using it for.
You already are.
Vile my precious. I'd end up doing
Enrique, you don't have to hold the microphone if you're asleep.
Hold that microphone.
Just lay it on the table.
Enrique, no, hold on to the microphone.
No.
Why are you falling asleep during the podcast?
No.
This is why our Patreon.
He said he stayed up till like 3 or 4.
Why did you say just
couldn't sleep?
I couldn't sleep.
What happened? Because we were playing Arc Raiders?
No.
We were getting that goop.
I asked him, I said, were you playing games? He said, no. I said, were you watching TV? No, I just couldn't sleep.
If you'd like to join us on Arc Raiders, give us boardgamesnobs@gmail.com. Send us your username. I'm all about that goop. And I will PvP.
All these things, I don't know what you're talking about.
The goop? You don't know about the goop?
I'm not an Arc Raiders guy.
Goop.
I know Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't know Arc Raiders.
I made my kids watch Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Well done. I hope Kaya liked it. I can see Jack not liking it.
Here's the thing where we started. So
Is this number one? What you forgot?
Yes, that's what I forgot. This is very. So our dear friend Dan Hughes. He doesn't listen to this episode either. I don't care about Dan Hughes.
He's venison.
He loves
That's a good
Tolkien. He's a Tolkien friend. Edit point.
Okay,
and we're back. We're back from all the edit points. We've had a deep edits. Deep.
That's a good vodka.
Deep Eddie. I didn't really like it. It's all right. I'm hooked on Bruno's Iceberg. He got me hooked on that Iceberg vodka.
I can't hardly find it.
Well,
Tito's
you have
is where I go.
Tito's Texans. Tito's a bunch of people can't drive. Either way,
it's better than Grey Goose.
I like that Ukrainian vodka. The Coors, is it? I think I love that Ukrainian vodka.
Coors Divorce.
I hope, the Coors Divorce. Either ways, what I was saying about, what was I saying? I was saying something about Dan Hughes.
Oh, move on to number
number 3. Number 3. Dan loves Arc Raiders and, no, Arc Nova. And Lost the Ring.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
He loves Lord of the Rings. He's always saying.
That's his favorite movie.
Jerry, that's my favorite.
Jerry. You've got a Lord of the Rings.
Gary. Anyway, so I made my kids read The Hobbit.
Gabby?
Gabby?
He calls me Gabby.
He does that stuff. I find that very funny. The Hobbit. And then I had never watched The Hobbit. We're going on an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very good. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love Martin Freeman. He's like one of my favorite British people. I then started watching the first episode. I say episode like it's a movie series of the Lord of the Rings.
You just said is correct.
No, I know. Everything I said here is wrong. But I watched the Lord of the Rings for the first time. I watched the first Lord of the Rings for the first time. I am deeply moved.
Really?
Yes. I've never watched it. I don't know nothing about I mean, I've seen the memes. But it was very touching when they're like, there's this Hobbit guy.
It's very much about friendship.
Well yes.
Fellowship.
It is. I thought that was a terrible title. Fellowship of the Ring. And I'm like, it starts off. I don't know if you have any. So, spoiler alert.
Everyone, literally, you're the last person to know this.
Okay. So, like, there's this ring. I do not understand. how this ring is so. First off, if anybody wants to email me, I'm looking.
They will
Email me and explain some stuff to me.
Oh my God.
what is this ring? Well, this ring is super
What's the
powerful.
deal with the ring?
But this guy is dead. But somehow this ring is powerful, and he's like encased. I don't know. He's like in the quantum universe, Marvel stuff. And this ring gets found by this little janky hobbit guy who hides it. And he's like, here comes his old friend who's a wizard. And he's like, it's your birthday. Hey,
Gandalf.
gonna do some fireworks. Yeah, Gandalf. And then later they're like, this ring, it makes you disappear. You can't be doing that mess. It's like, well, we need to throw this into the volcano, which puzzles me because what they do to realize that they have to put this ring into
there was one ring to rule them
Yeah,
all.
because there's a
This is
bunch
that
of them.
ring.
They gave a bunch of rings
They
to a
sent them
bunch of
out
people,
to the different
like 9 of these dudes.
elves,
and
humans,
elves.
dwarves, all
But
that
he
stuff.
hits this ring with a hammer, and he's like, "Oh, it won't break. We gotta burn this thing."
Mhm.
So then Elijah Wood, who I know Elijah Wood from one of my favorite Mel Gibson movies, Forever Young.
Forever
Do you know about
Young.
Forever Young?
Yes, by God. I watched that in the Paris cinema, 1990, whatever year it came out.
Did you cry?
And he, cryogenics.
I didn't even set you up for it. That was a moving, very
And that's one of those weird movies. Like,
It's-
that's that
nope.
era.
yes.
You're not going to like this, I don't feel.
I'm yearning to know more.
Do you? Okay.
We'll get back to Lord
You're
of the
sending
Rings.
me down the path that I don't really want to go down, but that's like a, I think they call them a,
like a romance.
almost like a, not a, like a Frank Capra movies.
Frank Capra.
Okay, I'm going to make a reference here.
Capra.
Do you
Bomb.
remember Jim Carrey in The Majestic?
Yes, I do. Didn't really like it, but I
You
understood.
didn't like it.
It was all right.
so
It was
that's
all
what I'm
right.
saying.
It was all right.
But it set that tone of this style of movie that
Yes.
they were trying to create. I liked it. I went with my mother. That probably has a lot to do with it. But that has the same feel as Forever Young to me.
Well, Forever Young.
Just very romantic.
Forever Young, for people who don't know what we're talking about, it's like in the 60s. And here is Mel Gibson. He's a pilot, isn't he? He's like a pilot. He's a pilot.
It's
He's a
very
fighter pilot.
Experimental.
He's going to ask this woman to marry him. She gets run over, and he's like, oh my God, she's in a coma. I'm going to be cryogenically frozen because my buddy's a science man. That's literally,
It makes no sense.
this is incredibly,
When you say it like that,
this is incredible. That's what happened. He got depressed.
I'm going to freeze myself.
He did. And so his buddy's like, okay, get into this coffin. We'll turn these knobs and we'll freeze you. And so they froze him to test him. But here's the
Freezing.
thing. Here's the thing.
Maybe that's the cure to depression. I
Well,
need to start doing ice baths.
Cold plunges.
Cold
So they
plunges.
cold plunge him. I think it red pilled him at the same time. Well, they cold plunge him into this coffin. But then here's
Cold plunge him into the future.
here's what happened with Mel Gibson. He woke up and he's very racist. Literally. But what happened was his buddy who did this, because it's like, I don't know why you would tell more than 4 people that you're with the cryogenically freeze somebody.
Can't get over cold plunge into the future.
But they all like die and forget about it. They put him in the warehouse. They put him in the same warehouse.
That's literally what happened to Captain America.
They put him in the same warehouse.
He's Captain
Yes.
America.
Yes, this is precursor. This is a Marvel movie.
Oh
They
my
put him.
God.
They put him into the same warehouse. As
You
like
have provided me the 2 best laughs I've had in a long time.
they put him in the same warehouse as like the Ark is it. They forget about him until Elijah Wood or something comes in there and they mess around. They find him and they open up. And this is a very disturbing scene where Mel Gibson's like, oh, he gets his hands and he can't move his hands because they're all arthritic because he's been
Froze.
cryogenically burned.
Froze up.
So he gets up and realizes it's the 90s. And it's like,
He wakes up to Kid and Plush.
why are all these homosexuals?
You can't say that.
That's what he said.
Edit
In the
point.
movie. No, it's
Does
not
he
an edit
say
point. I'm pretty sure maybe that was the director's
I'll
edit.
have to divulge it.
Leave that in. It's a key point to the story.
There's a lot of stuff that would have been different from the 60s and the 90s.
Yes. Could you imagine? Anyways, so they very tactfully ignore everything.
Yeah.
Like civil rights.
Yeah. Let's ignore that part.
They ignore that. And there's Elijah Woods, the kid. At some point in time,
This is before the asteroid hit.
yeah, at some point in time, he realizes that his girlfriend that he was going to marry is still alive.
Yeah.
And he has to go find it. But because so apparently, as you well know, if you freeze something and then you take it out in thought, it rapidly ages because that's what starts happening. He starts catching up for some reason.
It's weird.
So he starts getting very old, and Elijah Woods has to drive him. He's this young boy. He has him break all these laws to drive him to see his now very, very old girlfriend. And he gets out, and they're both super, super old. And then he sees her, and we all cry. That's the story.
It was, I mean,
what was super weird is that when he gets there and he's all old, it's old Mel Gibson, and he's shaky because he's been cryogenically frozen and then thawed and then rapidly ages. He like comes up to her and he's like, "My precious." That's the Lord of the Rings. Anyways, back to the Lord of the Rings.
Back to Rococo.
Anyway, I got to finish my Lord of the Rings stuff.
Okay.
So, but Ricky fell asleep.
He's literally asleep.
Man, he'd been gooping hard. So they're all like, "What are we going to do with this ring?
1992.
What are we going to do with this ring?"
Good.
And he's like, "We're going to go to this." He says, "Let me go ask my other wizard friend." And so he goes ask Count Dooku. He goes and asks Count Dooku, "Hey, man," Gandalf does. Who Gandalf was like in Macbeth.
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen. He goes ask Count Dooku, and Count Dooku's like, "I'm evil now. Like, that's just how it is." And he's like, "You're going to stay in this tower until we get done with this mess." Well, Gandalf ain't having that. And so from what I understand from the Hobbit shows, Gandalf can talk to butterflies, like Sugar Ray.
Monarchs.
"My butterfly, Sugar, baby." He says, and the butterfly flies to him. He's like, "Go get he says, go get my bird." He lets him go. And you know what he rides out on?
An eagle.
On a bald eagle. America comes get him. B-72.
America.
He goes in there. Gandalf's like, "America." He flies. He flies out of there. He flies himself out of there. But why he's gone? Because Gandalf, here's the thing.
Okay, you literally are hitting upon a point that is everyone's biggest criticism of this movie.
Well, I haven't watched the other two films. I assumed that they fly this bird to the volcano.
Exactly.
Why they don't?
They could have just flown the eagles to the volcanoes into the
Send me an email, boardgamesnobs@gmail.com, because my kids are going to ask me about this. I do not have an answer.
They're like, why not just take the eagles?
But either way.
Eagle way.
So he, Southwestern, he just Spirit Airlines himself back. Gandalf will leave. From what the Hobbit thing,
he don't have.
He just ghosts everybody. He ghosts
the old Irish exit.
He's gone. Wow.
What
Irish exit?
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh, I'm
We've
sorry.
had to edit some. Well, no, I'm just okay. I'm just taking offense for all my redheaded brothers out there. Stay strong.
Sorry, Conan.
Yeah, O'Brien. Listen. So now,
I'm with the barbarian.
Well, the cries and death of their wives, the wails of their children.
Stop.
Anyways, so what happens is
this episode has been too reference heavy.
Hang on, Gandalf he leaves these 4 hobbits. And what messes me up so bad is that there's scenes where he's with these hobbits, and they little little people, and he's like, "You guys got this."
Y'all are good.
So let me just I don't know if you've seen this show. Let me tell you something what he does. He gives the most powerful object in the world to this little 4-foot guy.
Little fella.
It says, "You need to walk yourself to this volcano." And he's like, "What should I do?" He's like, "Take your fat buddy over here who's spying on us. Take him." And then
Samwise.
Yeah, then they find these other 2 dudes. They're just in a cornfield.
Pippin and
they keep asking about breakfast.
No.
They go off, and
one of them got lost.
Anyways,
really?
Yeah. Okay. I've watched Lost.
Right.
Lost. This Purgatory
reference. Got it.
Whatever. Good. So they go, and then these other dudes that are riding horses, the dark Palpatine looking dudes, the 9, the knights who say Neen, they show up, and they're like screeching. And so they chase down, and they find Viggo Mortensen.
Margot Robbie?
The guy from Hidalgo. You know Hidalgo, the horse show?
I absolutely do.
Great.
Saw that with my mother as well. Every movie I see with my mother.
I know. It's like man.
I used to love movies when Mom was alive.
Your mom was your mom
she loved movies.
Siskel and Ebert.
We would rank them.
Anyways, so there they go with this horse thing. And he's like, "Listen, little people, you got to come with me because you got this ring.
I thought you were part of the Alliance.
You got to be part of the Alliance."
Can you not say it?
And
Hobbits or what?
The what?
Hobbits or what?
I don't know what they mean.
Little people.
I said little people.
Okay, that's not what you called them a couple weeks ago, but okay.
They preferred little people.
Those of hairy foot.
Mm-mm.
Those of hairy.
So anyway, so he takes these guys, and they go and they find. Are you waiting for this?
Dun, 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 dun,
Elves.
on a shelf.
Very, very,
On shelves.
very attractive elves.
All elves are attractive.
Really?
Just like ACAB? What would that be? All elves are attractive. Aira.
Aira. Okay, that's in the lexicon. So they're like,
I'm glad you like
they're like, the chick from Armageddon is there. And she like, sweet emotions.
Yeah.
She's like, what we going to do? So they are like, we need to get a group, a conglomerate or a fellowship. We need to be friends. And then that's the only way we can defeat evil.
friendship defeats
With
evil.
friendship. So they get together.
But what's at the crux of friendship is love. Love always defeats evil.
So they get together.
Jerry.
And so Sean Bean shows up. Sheen Bean.
And of course dies.
I'm not there yet.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Okay.
I'm telling this story.
All right, go ahead.
Subsequently. They get there, and there's another short little dude who's like an axe dude. He's another little midget dude. And then there's another
Oh, you just broke it out just then.
little person.
He's literally a dwarf.
That's-
You could say it.
I didn't know what it was.
It's his
Dwarven.
race.
He's dwarven.
He's a dwarf.
So you got dwarven axe dude, and you got the Spocks, the Vulcan,
The elf.
with the arrows.
Orlando Bloom.
And so they're all like, "What are we gonna do?"
Highly attractive Orlando.
And so here Vigo says, I'm the king's
You have
son.
my sword.
You have my sword, little man." And the
Does
other
it bother me when people say sword?
sword. I don't know. I'll wash things.
It's so.
And the other guy's like, "You got my axe." And I go, "You got my
Yeah,
bow."
my bow.
Yeah, and then Sean Bean's like, "You got my death."
My death coming soon.
I don't know, whatever British
You
people.
have my inevitable.
Whatever British people bring to the table, you have my beans on toast or something. I don't know what they do. Anyways, so they're like, we're going to have this fellowship. And Gandalf shows back up on them and doesn't ever
Smoking
mention.
dope.
Doesn't
He's
ever,
always just out smoking dope. Is all he does.
he does. He's piping it
With a
up.
big pipe.
Never says anything about this eagle. Never says anything about this eagle. Never says anything about this eagle.
No,
He just shows
ignores
up and
it.
is like, I don't know what's going on. So he shows up and they're like, he says, listen, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk because that builds character. They start walking and they're like, we
Christopher.
shouldn't go through this mountain. He's like,
We shouldn't
nah,
go
son.
through
There is an octopus
this mountain.
that gets them. There's this little
Not a kraken?
what's the difference?
Oh, octopi, squids.
I don't know what it had, but it gets after them. And then they get in there and they find orcs, which come from the ground.
Orcs come from the
They
ground.
dug them up.
From dirt we are made.
They dug them up. And anyways, that's all. That had to stop there because the show's like 5 hours long.
Raiders of the Lost Orc.
Either way. So I'm enjoying
That's the
it.
show I want to say.
I'm enjoying it right now, but that's where I stopped was when they got to the
It's really good.
I've not watched it all, so don't spoil it.
I'm not. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is literally many people's Star Wars.
That's what everybody says. I didn't watch any
It's
of it.
not my Star Wars. Ain't my Star Wars. But Dan, whatever makes you
But
happy.
I'm watching it for Dan.
I mean, it's a quality. It's lasted for a while for a reason.
It is. It's getting late, and we're going to talk about
Enrique is
we talked about Rococo later.
Enrique is literal.
Ricky fell asleep on it.
Is this the second podcast where we're going to say we're going to talk about Rococo, slightly mention it, and then don't actually talk about Rococo?
It's going to be Listen, there's one thing. There's one thing you need to remember.
No, wait, forget that. Go to the second.
Three things you need to remember. First off, you shouldn't bet on anything because never.
Bad.
Second, well, not morally. I'm just saying.
Oh, I
you
was
shouldn't
on
just-
morals.
Well, no, ethically.
Ethically.
What was the second thing?
Go to the third.
The third thing is Rococo is a good game. We'll talk about it later.
It's fantastic.
Fantastic. Anyways, we got to get going.
Let's go
Enrique,
for this episode.
Enrique, say goodbye.
I'm Gavi.
This is Jerry.
Thank you for tolerating this episode of the Board Game Snobs. Stay classy.